Hi, my name is Peng, and in this video, I'm going to demonstrate you my FSE chatting application. So let's get started. So first of all, I want to talk about my application design. So the chatting app I built is a web-based application and it has two views. The first view is the sign-in page where the user can put his or her name in the input box and then sign into the chatting room. So the another view is the chatting room page, so where the user can post the messages and see the messages that other people posted who are in the chatting room. Then let's move to the technologies and the purpose for building my application. So for the server side, I use Node.js for building the server and using Express.js as the server side framework to making the request and the response to be easily handling and to creating the routing, to set up the view engine. Then the socket I/O is used both on the client and server side to create the real-time data communication, and AngularJS is used for the only client side, and I use it for create a single page application, which means we don't need to refresh the page anytime when we need to switch the different pages or new messages coming to the client side or sending messages to the other client app. We don't need to refresh the page. And HTML5 Bootstrap are used for building the user interface. Bootstrap is CSS library which we can create a responsive application. So when the browser screen size shrink or enlarged, and we can make sure our application is fitted to the browser screen. And for the data persistence, we use MongoDB as a NoSQL database for storing the messages associated with the user. So the code structure, we have the server side, client side, server side dependencies, and client side dependencies. So the server side is for initialize socket I/O, the routing, the database connection, creating the JSON API for sending retrieving messages, and the client side, which is live inside of the public folder. We have the scripts, the styles, and the views, and the server-side dependency is all in the node modules folders, and client-side dependencies are all in the borrower components, where we can store our dependencies like Angular, Bootstrap, jQuery. Then the next thing is the functionality demonstration. So the first functionality is entering the chatting room with the username. So as you can see, I launched 3 instances of my chatting application. So this one is not logged in yet, so we can go ahead and then enter a name into the box and then click sign in. So as you can see, the user just entering the chat room. The second requirement is see other users chatting messages. So when there's a new post, the screen of all the users in the chatting room are instantly and dynamically updated. So in the third chatting instance, I want to type a messages which is like hello, good to see you all. As you can see, the other 2 instances are instantly updated with the messages that the third instance just posted. And the third one is post a chat message, which I just demonstrate. And when the user posts the chatting message, the text is displayed together with user's name and current timestamp. As you can see here, the username is Mary, and the timestamp is September 4th, 2016, and with the detail time, which is 1:49 p.m. and along with the messages. So And then we have the living chat room functionality. So as you can see at the top right, there's a X button. So when we click that button, so the user just log out and quit the chatting room and then switch into the signing room again. So all the chat messages should be stored on the server in the database and reloaded when the user exits and re-enters the chatting room. We already show when the user exits, and now we need to re-enter the chatting room. So let's do it again. So we sign in again. As you can see, we see all the old histories messages on the screen, which means the data are persisted to the database and is retrievable after the user log in anytime. So I already create a GitHub repository, and I pushed my code to the following URL, the GitHub and my account. So as you can see here, this is my GitHub repository. So you can check out to experience my to test my application anytime you want. So I have a basic instruction of how to run my application. So I think that's all for this demonstration. Please let me know if you have any questions, any concerns, and thanks for watching this video. Goodbye.